The following program is a presentation of Jez Sports. Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Main Event Podcast. We're here today discussing Elimination Chamber 2023, our last WWE Premium Live event on the road to WrestleMania. I'm Jez. That's the belt collector, Dan.
The
how
champion.
You doing? Yeah,
Champion.
yeah. I can't.
Champion.
Those words they just get stuck in my
The
throat.
champion.
I don't know what it is. Like,
The champion.
I'll have a drink and try it again now.
Try it again. Come on.
That's Dan. No, it's just not. It's not coming. It's just not coming. Sorry, mate. Nothing we can do about it. How are you anyway?
I'm fine. I've been all right. Had a bit of a dodgy week, but been all right.
Yeah. So I hear. Yeah. You've been joining the ranks of professional wrestlers in the past and concussing yourself, which is fun.
I have. I haven't been like hitting the head with a chair or anything.
No, you didn't have a horse turn heel on you or something.
No, I didn't. No, I mean there's some of them that are heel. There's a better word for them I can describe, but I'm not going to say on here. But yeah, I fell off a horse and hit my head, so I was a bit concussed.
So we had discussed off camera in the past that you were looking at getting a new helmet for your job with horses. Did you fall off with the new helmet or with your old one?
It was with the new helmet.
Okay, so you now have to buy another new helmet, I guess, do you?
No, because it wasn't too bad of an impact.
Okay.
It's been checked out and it's fine.
Perfect. No more money spent on helmets, more money spent on belts. Perfect.
Yes.
And that's what everybody wants to do with their lives. So that's perfect.
You're right.
We missed last week because of illness once again, unfortunately. But so we're going to do a double this week here with Elimination Chamber now, and then you won't know the difference. We're going to go straight through into Impact No Surrender a little bit later on. So we should probably get on with this one.
Yes, let's do
it. The opening contest of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Asuka versus Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Carmella versus Nikki Cross versus Natalya versus the Partridge in the Pear Tree. Not very seasonal, but still lots of people. On the bright side, I have a lot more pros than I do cons of this match.
Yes.
I would say generally this was a decent match.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And I think it was a good way to start Elimination Chamber, having an Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah, I mean, the clue's in the name, right? You should probably get it right out there with what you're trying to advertise. Yeah. What did you like about this match?
A lot of things. It was a violent match. I quite liked when Liv and Natalya were putting their faces through the cage.
Yeah.
Actually, through their whole heads were going through the actual squares. It was like, oh, okay.
I was trying to think if that had happened before. I don't think it has.
I don't think it has. They've been pushed right up against it, but not just casually put your whole head through.
No, they must have very tiny heads, and that's been memed quite heavily across the internet this week. All of the heads through the chains type thing. Not any that we can discuss on this podcast because we try to keep it suitable for work, as it were. What else did you like?
Nikki Cross, just being Nikki Cross, jumping off the pod, all that sort of shenanigans.
Yeah, I have Nikki getting excited by the chaos outside her pod as one of my pros. Just clapping like a seal and enjoying the madness of
this Nikki Cross is so much better than the last Nikki Cross.
Well, it's not really a high bar, is it? The last Nikki Cross.
What, the Nikki almost a superhero?
Yeah, almost entertaining, except not really. Yeah. That's the long title of what she used to be called. Yeah. Nikki AEBNR
Abner. It doesn't really have the same.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Ash.
Yeah. It's not really a word.
Yeah.
What else did you like other than Nikki?
Another thing with Nikki, stalking Carmella.
Yes.
Did you see her stalking her? Just stalking.
Just following her around.
Yeah. Rodriguez and Nikki going through the pod.
Yep, I've got that one. Yep.
More Nikki-ness. Liv Sunset flip off the top of a pod. Yeah, why not?
Yep.
And the double pin.
The double pin.
They double pinned Rodriguez.
Oh yes, yeah. I know what you mean now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So having to.
I think that was quite good.
It's like the old school keeping the big man down type move, isn't it? But they're treating Raquel Rodriguez like the big man, quote unquote. Yeah. So I like that. Yeah. In addition to that, I've got a few more. I liked Carmella hiding from everyone in the pods, just casually working her way around and not getting involved. Very consistent with her character, that. This sounds strange, but I liked that the cameras missed the pin because they were in replay. It sounds like something I should be annoyed about, but it adds a level of realism that I think is necessary. If you catch everything with the cameras, it shows when everything is going to happen. So the fact that they missed it, I thought was perfect. So I hope that nobody got a bollocking for that, and I hope that they do that. Not all the time, but every now and again, just to add to the realism of it. I thought that was quite neat.
Yeah.
Similar to the double stack pin, Asuka teaming with people who were her enemy to eliminate the big threats. I thought that was quite good.
Yeah.
The only other pro, as far as I'm concerned, is the right person won. I don't think anybody else could have won this match really. And Asuka going to WrestleMania makes total sense to me. And
I kind of hope Asuka dethrones Bianca Belair.
Me too. Yeah, Bianca bore.
I've had enough of Bianca.
Me too. And it's not really her fault. It's kind of the way she's been booked, and she hasn't really had the best opponents.
No.
Over time. Ones that are new anyway. She's faced the same people over and over again. Yeah. Yeah. Whereas Asuka, we've got a new, fresh, old Asuka, if that makes sense. And send her on a run again. Why not?
Absolutely.
Anything that you didn't like about this match?
Who was? I think it was Carmella breaking up a submission.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense.
What's the point in that, really? You're just stopping somebody being eliminated to make, why? Yeah.
There's no kudos for being the person that eliminates someone. You just need to be the person that wins the match. So that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that I found funny was not to do with the match, but Natalia's entrance.
Oh right.
When she held up the Canadian flag.
Yeah.
The guys whose flag it was, just casually hold it in front of him. He's not seeing anything now.
I mean,
I just found that funny.
The flag's the focus. Nobody cares about that dude. I mean, who is that dude?
I know, but I just thought it was just funny.
Yeah, it was. Absolutely. My cons, Raquel Rodriguez was a bit sloppy in places, I found, in the match.
Yeah.
She's still very much developing.
I
think good feuds.
I think she possibly was called up from NXT a bit too early.
I think she was, yeah. I don't think it was. She was called up just before the Triple H regime took over, and I don't think she'd have been called up yet if that was the case. I think really Raquel needed to be the person to dethrone Mandy Rose as NXT Women's Champion and have a bit of a run with that herself and develop more. It'll come. It's going to take a bit longer now that she's on the main roster and not in the PC every day. My only other gripe is that this was yet another Elimination Chamber match that didn't really need to be an Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
The cage didn't really add anything in this match.
No.
Even the big sunset flip, that was probably the only thing that happened from the cage.
Yeah.
Everything else, like, you could have just had it as a 6-pack challenge or a whatever. So
over the top rope thing.
Yeah, I mean, it just cheapens the Elimination Chamber. It's supposed to be brutal. It wasn't.
Yeah.
So did it need to be Elimination Chamber? The answer is yes, because that's the name of the show. But they had another one. They didn't have to have this one, I guess.
One thing I will say.
Yeah.
And I learnt this it's not about the match, but this is about Asuka. She is the only woman in WWE history to win an Elimination Chamber, a Money in the Bank, and a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, good for her.
Go on, Asuka.
And has she won the Triple Crown as well? She's been Raw Women's Champion. I don't think she's been SmackDown Women's Champion.
She hasn't been SmackDown.
So that's
all. Has she been tag team?
Yes.
Yeah, with Kairi, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yes, yeah.
Kabuki Warriors, that's her name.
That's the one. Yeah. They were the women's tag team champions. So yeah, she could win it all just by winning the SmackDown women's title.
That'd be good.
Doesn't seem that's going to happen anytime soon, but
but maybe in the future.
Perhaps in the future. It seems to be the battle between her and Alexa Bliss for all of the accolades. Alexa Bliss is only missing the NXT women's title because she was brought up very quickly from NXT, so didn't get that opportunity. But the New Day went back. Alexa Bliss could go back and do that as well. So,
Alexa Bliss versus Perez.
I'd take that.
I'd be happy with that.
Battle of the mini people.
Yeah.
Okay, predictions. We came into this event just for those keeping score. I'm on 39. Dan's on 40. So it's very, very close. Rolling into WrestleMania where hopefully we'll be able to conclude this competition because actually this rolled over from the last one where we ended on a tie. We both went with Asuka for the win. Pretty standard fare. So that's what you'd expect, isn't it? So
Throw it up.
The ones.
Yeah, you doing that. It's not as good as Jay.
Well, fair enough. I mean, Jay's cool.
Yeah, we'll probably get on to more about him later.
We definitely will. Next up, the match that everybody's been waiting for. The rematch of the century. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. I don't think this will take us long to discuss. Do you have any pros?
Why? Just why?
Any positives? Just one. Anything?
This was just meh.
I've got one.
Okay, what was that?
That there was no time wasted getting into the match. They got right into the action.
True. Yeah.
And then that was it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, I think the biggest con is fairly obvious. The DQ ending.
Yes. Why?
Could they have not just dragged this out to WrestleMania and had this rematch at WrestleMania and have a definite conclusion? Why sell this as the rubber match if you're not actually going to conclude it properly? Because now they're moving on to other things. So we've got Omos for Brock Lesnar, and it looks like Lashley's going to be
Bray Wyatt.
Going to be with Bray Wyatt, which I'd have rathered it the other way around, but I suppose Brock Lesnar's not going to job to Bray Wyatt, and it would kill Bray Wyatt to have to lose again. So
why Brock Lesnar and Omos? It's going to be god awful.
It is going to be god awful. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get some.
I know who's going to win.
Well, yeah.
It's going to be Brock Lesnar.
Of course it is. Yeah. I mean, the only thing we can hope for really is some decent Brock Lesnar comedy on the road. I've watched a little bit of Raw. I've seen the Brock Lesnar segment, so
I've seen a bit of that.
So we can hope for more of the same there. But this
just Brock Lesnar as he is at the moment, I'm loving just because he's funny. He's just basically being himself.
He is being himself, yeah, and showing that actually he can talk. All he really had to do was get out of that MMA mentality where every other word is a swear word, and he's actually a very articulate young man. He's Brock Lesnar.
Oh, young man is
calling him a young man like he's not older than me, but yeah. I like to think of myself as a young man, so therefore Brock Lesnar can be a young man as well.
I am a young man.
Yeah, not as young as you used to be, let me tell you. Anyway, match that happened very much.
Yeah.
We both predicted Brock Lesnar for the win. So,
what a surprise.
So nothing doing there. Bobby Lashley with the victory. No, we're not. We're still the ones.
Oh, we're one.
Yeah, we didn't get anything there because he didn't win.
That's true. Oh, well, still for ones. We like the ones.
Nobody won. Nothing happened. Next match. I'm glad that this was the next match because it made up for anything else that had happened before it.
Yeah.
The Judgment Day versus Edge and Beth Phoenix. Many pros, many cons. Shall I kick off with the cons?
Go on, kick it off.
I'm probably going to get some slack for saying this because it was a tribute, but Beth Phoenix's stupid face paint.
Yeah.
I know it was a tribute to Bull Nakano, fine, but
fine.
It looked stupid. Is she trying to just hide from facial recognition cameras or something? Is she just trying to break the shape of her face up so that she can rob a bank? It just looked daft, and it wasn't necessary. It just really wasn't.
Yeah.
And my other con is Beth related too.
Oh, here we go.
She missed the breakup timing completely, where she had to break up the pin. She missed it completely. The ref was like, 1, 2, 2, 3. Oh, there she is. Thank God.
Oh my God.
God damn it, Beth. That was a 5 count thanks to you. Taking too long. Will you get in position? You're supposed to be a veteran. But yeah, that's
supposed to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, don't get me started on that. But that's all I didn't like on that front. Anything you didn't like?
You summed it up.
Okay. The positives then, of which there were many.
Yes.
The crowd being one of the major positives.
Yeah.
Not just here, but throughout the night. The F you Dominic chants. And
that's a big one in my list.
And the na 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 hey 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 goodbye.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that in a while.
No.
And I really enjoy that chant. It's one of my favourites. So I like that one. I liked, and I've said this in the past about other matches, the meeting of the meat.
Yeah.
But this time it was a meat battle between Rhea Ripley and Beth Phoenix, between two women. They just slung meat at each other.
Yeah.
And heavy hitting, heavy contact. It was good. I really enjoyed that.
I reckon it should have just been a regular tag team match where Rhea and Beth could also take on the blokes as well.
Me too.
Because why not? They're both big ladies, shall we say? You know, they're powerful ladies.
Yeah,
they could probably match the strength of Finn Balor and Edge.
I absolutely agree. Yeah. Yeah, completely agree with you there. And that kind of carries into my next pro. It's been well documented on this podcast that I think that Beth Phoenix is overrated, but both she and Rhea carried this match. I feel like they were the attraction, not Edge and Finn Balor, which is great.
Yeah,
love to see it.
Yeah,
and my final pro, and I'm surprised it didn't really set the internet on fire in the way that I expected it to. Edge and Beth using Shatter Machine.
Yeah.
I was expecting the conspiracy theorists and the nerds on the internet to be like, that's FTR's finisher. That must mean they're coming back.
Yeah.
Like, if they're using Shatter Machine, then they must be coming back. I can't wait to see the revival back in WWE, blah, 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 but I don't think people really put it together that was their move. and that Edge and Beth are, like this with FTR. So it didn't really have the impact that I was expecting. I suppose that's one benefit of recording this podcast a week later than usual. Get to see whether these things actually did play out or not. And no, that was a damp squib. Nobody cared that they used Shatter Machine.
Nobody gave a damn.
Well, I did. I enjoyed it. Did you? We may have discussed this last week. Did you see the FTR accidental post on Twitter?
Oh yeah, where there was the corner of a WWE logo sticking out of a contract.
There was a contract on the table, a WWE contract. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Should FTR come back to WWE?
But now, it's like now that Triple H is in charge, it's a bit different, isn't it? But it's a bit... it's a tricky one.
It is a tricky one because, you'd expect AEW to be the perfect place for them, but we've seen how they've been used in that company. There are like 67,000 tag teams in AEW, and none of them are getting a look in unless they are the champion or the trios champion.
What I reckon they should do, and this has just occurred to me, they should go to NXT because NXT superstars are now allowed to do some indie shows. So FTR Revival, whatever they want to call themselves, can do the NXT shows, and they can also do indie shows.
They would need an NXT contract for that, though, not a WWE contract, and they would be paid vastly less than they've been paid currently.
That's very true.
It's a nice idea, and I completely agree that would be right up their street to be able to do the indies as well. But yeah, they only get to do non-affiliated indies.
Yeah,
you can't do any that are feeders to AEW or even to New Japan. There are lots of New Japan affiliated indies now. So yeah. I don't think there's a correct answer for FTR. I think they've just got to do what's in their heart, go back to WWE if they enjoyed that more, or stay in AEW if they're happy to just collect a paycheck and wrestle once every 6 months.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cushy job if you got it.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Anyway, back to this match.
Yeah.
Anything to add, or should we get into the predictions?
Well, Finn Balor's got a new mask.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Made such an impact on me, that. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. In this match, you predicted the Judgment Day would win. I predicted that Edge and Beth Phoenix would win, so it's a point for me. Takes me to 2.
I'm still
you're
the
still
1.
The 1.
You are a 2, I'm a 1.
And never let it be said the other way around.
I just want this Edge and Judgment Day thing to be over.
Well, keep waiting, because it's not. Next up, men's Elimination Chamber match. Wait, have we missed one? No, we just... No, it's just a very short event. Men's Elimination Chamber match. Austin Theory versus Montez Ford versus Bronson Reed versus Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano versus Seth Rollins versus the kitchen sink. This was for the WWE United States Championship. There's a match in which Theory retained his United States Championship. In a word, better or worse than the women's match?
I'd have to say better.
I agree with you, yes.
Yes.
Where I said that the women's match didn't really need to take place in the Elimination Chamber, this one was worthy of the Chamber, in my opinion.
Yeah.
A much, much better match, I would say. I do have a couple of cons. Should we start with cons again?
Go on, start with cons then. You kick it off.
So, Montez Ford is my first one. There was a little bit too much of the suck it at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's like, you need to explore the gravity of where you are right now. You are a tag team wrestler who people have been saying forever needs to break up and go on a singles run.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity to show people that and you gave us 16 suckets and a bit of tomfoolery. It didn't sell you very well as a singles guy. What he did in the ring, fine.
Yeah.
But we're not just looking for that. We're looking for the total package.
Yeah.
And he carried himself very much like a tag team wrestler outside of a tag team. And I feel like that was a missed opportunity. So yeah, didn't like that. And my other con is against Montez Ford rather than being him. Using a fake Montez Ford injury just to keep the door open.
For Logan Paul.
Find that hugely disrespectful to Montez Ford. He was in the match solely for that purpose, as it turns out. And that is disrespectful. And I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I don't really have any cons related to the actual match and what went on. So that's cool. It shows that the match was pretty good.
Yeah.
Lighten the mood. What did you enjoy?
So I liked the start with Johnny and Seth. I thought, these two haven't been at it before. Let's go for it.
Yeah, it was a good choice. A good choice for the first two. And it gave them the opportunity to have a bit of a technical, really wrestling-y, for lack of a better term, start. I agree. It was good.
Then they kind of continued the theme of kind of working together, which I kind of liked. You know, especially when they beat up Theory in the pod.
Yeah. You're going down my list at the moment. Yeah,
I like how Theory was in the pod, shut the door, and Johnny was like, "Yeah, you kind of," and just Seth comes around the back, and he's just like, "All right."
No, great bit of comedy. There is actually quite a good dynamic between Gargano and Rollins. It's pretty interesting. I doubt it will ever be explored, but no, it was pretty good.
It was good. Theory just getting beaten up by everyone. Everyone was just like, bam, goodbye.
yeah. I've got a few of those as well. So in addition to the double team in the pod, Damian Priest sucker kicking Austin Theory, not sucker punching, sucker kicking Austin Theory, and then squashing him outside the ring with a massive senton. I think that's it for the victimization of Austin Theory. What's next for you?
Reed's double Samoan drop.
Yeah.
Even though I think Cole called it something else.
Yeah. Well, he does that.
Yeah. I did like Ford's energy, even though he was doing too many suckets. He's always got lots of energy anyway. And then also Ford's drop from the top of the chamber.
Yeah, I have that. Montez Ford Spider-Man act is how I've written that down.
Yeah. Seth and Johnny just sat on top of the pod.
Dad mode. Yeah.
Yeah, just sat there. They kind of look at each other and then go, "Oh yeah, we're in a match, aren't we?" Yeah, start. Hurricanrana off the top of the pod. Why not? And surprisingly, Logan Paul.
You liked having Logan Paul.
Well, it was the fact that it annoys me how good he is at doing stuff.
Yeah.
When he comes in and does that bug shot lariat, and it's just like, that's quite good actually.
It's not as good as Adam Page's though.
I know, but it annoys me.
What, that he's really good at this and you want to hate him?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah. I mean, just watch him outside of WWE. That's plenty of fuel to hate him.
I don't need to do that.
All of this nonsense with him, with his brother and stuff this past weekend. I'm like,
his brother who got beaten.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But that boxing match was as played out as a wrestling match as far as I understand. But anyway, definitely not going to be talking about boxing on this show. No. Wrong type of main event. You've run down my list pretty extensively. The only thing that I have in addition to that is Austin Theory picking up Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was strength impressive. It it took a while to get him up, but it doesn't matter how long it takes you to complete the move. The Olympic Committee will give you the point if you complete the maneuver. So, yeah, good job on that. And it just reminded me, really, this time last year, we were talking about Bronson Reed, then Jonah, as needing that time away to develop and how well he was developing.
Yeah.
And we've seen it come full circle now in just a year that he's back in WWE.
Yeah.
He's, at the top of his game. He's competing in big matches and good on him. Good on Jonah. I need more tsunamis, though. Like, I love that move. I love the way that he does it, and he's not really doing it in WWE at the moment.
Yeah, need more tsunamis.
I think it's because it's a bit too babyface, I guess. But yeah, I like it. He should do it more often.
Yeah.
Our predictions in this one will not surprise anybody. We both went with Austin Theory for the retention.
Surprise.
We each pick up a point there. Brings me to 3. Brings you to 2.
I am a 2.
And I don't think our predictions in the final match will surprise anyone either. So it looks like we might be taking this 1 point change, or what's the word I'm looking for? Difference. Thank you. 1 point difference into the final predictions.
Yeah.
Main event. Undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns defending against Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns coming out on top on this one. I will just say very quickly, because it won't take long. In my cons section, I have written not a single one.
Yes.
There was absolutely nothing wrong with this contest. I only have positive things to say about it.
Go.
It started at the beginning with the super long entrances and the intros. And then once they got to the ring and they did the ring introductions, it was just still slow, take in the crowd, take in the moment, let everything breathe. I'm kind of critical of people who play the wrestling video games and skip the intros all the time.
Yeah.
I love an intro.
I love an intro.
I love a good entrance. I love when you give it time. And I think that is one thing that WWE have been doing right, on pay-per-view at least, recently. And it's something I criticize the competition for, AEW especially on Rampage, where they won't have entrances. They will have them in the commercial breaks. And I never underestimate a good entrance.
No. Love a good entrance.
Next up, the interaction between Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn's wife.
Yes.
She was proper in character.
Yeah.
Like, she knew exactly how to behave in this moment. Shouting at Roman Reigns, "He loved you! He loved you!" Getting fully kayfabe into it. Well done, wifey. Excellent job. Clap, clap, clap. Give that woman a WWE contract.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sorted.
I think this was the first time in a very long time, especially someone of the size and stature of Sami Zayn, where Roman Reigns' opponent actually hung with him.
Yes.
And it looked on many, many occasions that Roman Reigns was under threat and he could be losing the championship.
Yeah.
If you want to compare size and kind of ring style, the last time he had a match with someone like this was maybe Finn Balor, or even back to Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
And you didn't really have any impression that they were going to beat him. It was Roman Reigns dominates, the babyface gets a little flurry, but ultimately loses. That wasn't the case here.
No.
Sami Zayn hung with Roman Reigns the entire match and proved that he deserves to be in that main event wholeheartedly.
Yeah. I think, honestly, Zayn should be a champion.
Yeah, I mean, we'll discuss all this once we've gone through our pros and cons, but I agree with you, frankly. Sami Zayn avoiding the barricade spear.
Yeah.
That was cool. All of the close near falls.
Yeah.
The crowd went absolutely nuts every single time there was a near fall. It was insane. That crowd was such an important part of this match.
Yeah.
That match was a moment in history, and I'll get more to that in our post-match discussion as well. And then finally, my last pro is Jey Uso refusing to attack Sami Zayn, but then getting speared for his good boyness.
Yeah.
Anything on your side to add to that?
Just the crowd. How amazing was this crowd?
It was absolutely insane.
All the chants that were going on. There was F you Roman. There was loads of stuff like that. There was one I heard someone shout when Roman was by Zayn's wife. Roman, you're a C-sucker. C-word sucker. I was like, okay.
I mean, don't hold back, guy. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah. I was like, okay. And just the reaction of the crowd when Roman actually won was biblical.
But it paled in comparison to the reaction that would have been if Sami Zayn had won.
Yeah. And it would literally, the building would have collapsed.
And I get it. I understand why Roman Reigns won.
Yeah.
They've got WrestleMania to deal with, and it's Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. I get it. Massive opportunity missed here.
Yeah.
This match was almost perfect. The only thing that it lacked was the good guy winning in the end.
Yeah.
This could have been a WrestleMania main event.
Yeah.
Okay. Not in LA. The LA crowd aren't caring about Sami Zayn in quite the same way.
No.
But when you look back in the history of big moments in WWE, this one was this close to being right up there with the Money in the Bank, I want to say 2012, CM Punk, John Cena, CM Punk wins the title and leaves with the title. Big moment, big home crowd, massive, swell of appreciation for the hometown boy. You could have had that in this match.
Yeah.
I personally would have called an audible. I would have completely changed the plans.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, that's not true. I wouldn't have called an audible because I wouldn't have booked it this way in the first place.
No.
I don't understand why they have done this match now. I would have kept Sami Zayn by the side of Roman Reigns through WrestleMania, and I would have had everything else that happened start at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And have all the moments of Sami Zayn refusing to hit Kevin Owens with the chair and all of that. I would have had that take place. WrestleMania Backlash onwards. Building to this at SummerSlam that I would have had in Montreal.
Yeah.
Because now the moment's gone.
Yeah.
And yes, you can put the belt on Sami Zayn in the future. He will never, ever be the same as it would have been if it would have happened on that night.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the whole Acclaimed winning the tag team title situation from late last year. Okay, they did eventually go on and win the belts, and that was cool. Wasn't as good as if it would have happened behind that fire crowd in where was it, Arthur Ashe Stadium?
Yeah, somewhere like that.
Somewhere in New York. Might have been Brooklyn. I don't know. I don't remember things.
Yeah.
But the point is...
Yeah.
Great moment. Could have been better.
Yeah. The thing I worry about this is Sami Zayn at the moment has got so much momentum. No one's really talking about the Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns. They're still talking about Sami Zayn Roman Reigns.
They're doing their best to fix that.
They're trying, aren't they?
It's not working so far.
This is putting a bit of doubt in my head whether Cody will win at WrestleMania. I've got a little bit of doubt in there.
I've started to doubt that even more since Cody Rhodes came back. I don't know that he does win it at WrestleMania. It's too obvious. It's too inevitable now.
Yeah. Plus, the thing is, Cody has always gone on said he only wants the world heavyweight. He does. He's not. He's obviously not fussed of both. He's only saying he's going to win both because he's challenging for both at WrestleMania.
Yeah, they come as a package right now. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
So I'm wondering, and I've kind of like toyed with this idea, whether Cody might or somebody wins Money in the Bank, cashes the Money in the Bank contract in on Roman Reigns for one of his titles. So then that separates them. And then Cody goes after just the world heavyweight, whoever that may be.
I think it was a missed opportunity not having two different main events at WrestleMania for the two different belts.
Yeah.
Turning around to Cody and saying, "You won the Royal Rumble, congratulations. Which belt are you going for?"
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, what? Which belt are you going for?
Yeah.
The Royal Rumble entitles you to a World Championship match, not two in one.
Yeah.
So which title belt are you going for? The WWE title or the Universal title? Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll go for the WWE title, main event of night 2. Okay, great. Universal Championship match, night 1, Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
He can lose both championships in one foul sweep. Or maybe not. You know, the Universal title is really what matters to Roman Reigns because he's held that the longest. So
that's
when you're
what I was thinking.
Doing this super long reign and that's what they want, then he only really needs to keep the Universal title.
That's what I was thinking. So I was thinking like somebody's going to take the world heavyweight off him with Money in the Bank or whatever. And then he's still got the Universal, so he's still got this ridiculously long reign. Because I can see WWE being stupid and trying to get him to have... I know he's not going to have the longest reign in history because that's like 5 years or something.
8 years, yeah.
8 years, you know, something ridiculous. But they're going to try and like get him as close to it as possible.
But you know what? As ridiculous as it sounds, as long as there is another World Championship available for people to compete for, Roman Reigns could hold the Universal title for 8 years and it would be okay. The only issue with it so far is that the entire like world heavyweight, whatever you want to call it, picture is muddied by the fact that at the top there is a guy who is never going to lose.
Yeah.
And so that's why the you know, Triple H has done the right thing in raising the profile of the Intercontinental and US titles because they've had to step in for the world title picture.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to be that way.
No.
Split the belts again. And,
we need to split the belts.
And it solves all problems.
Yeah. Cody has a run with a world heavyweight. Job done.
It's not what's going to happen, though. What's going to happen is it's going to be Cody and Reigns for both titles, and it's going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against the Usos for the World Tag Team, or the Undisputed World Tag Team titles.
Yeah. Cody's going to win. Kevin Owens and Sami's going to win
as well.
Bloodline goes down the pan. What the hell does Roman Reigns? What the hell does Roman Reigns do without titles?
Oh, he has a lot of time off, I think, is the answer to that question.
Yeah, that's true.
He takes an extended break and does some movies and follows his cousin into Hollywood.
Dwayne.
Yeah. Maybe he gets his own XFL team as well. We've already got the San Antonio Brahmas named after The Rock. Maybe we can have the I don't know. Where's Reigns from? Pensacola. We can have the Pensacola Oohs or something. I don't know.
Pensacola Chiefs.
Superman
Chiefs.
punches. Yeah, we've already got Chiefs.
Heads of tables.
It needs workshopping, but
yes, we need to workshop this.
There's potential there. Anything else to add about this main event before we move on to the final predictions?
No.
Okay. Unsurprisingly, we both went with the inevitable Roman Reigns to win this match. So,
what a surprise.
So it's a point each for us. Hopefully WrestleMania won't be so easy to predict in some of these matches. But I finish this day on 4. You finish on 3. Which brings our totals thusly. I am on 43. You are on 43. And we're tied again.
Oh!
It's gone back and forth a little bit, you know. Yeah. I was in front for a bit, then you were in front for a bit, and now we're tied again. Yeah. And
I hate ties.
Me too. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir, my friend. I can't stand them. So we each need to do better / worse in the subsequent events leading through to WrestleMania, because I want a decisive winner for that belt.
Yes. So do I.
And, you know, it's obvious when I say I want that decisive winner to be me, but equally, I would take that winner being you if it meant that it wasn't a tie. So there you go. Finally, for Elimination Chamber 2023, it's time to give the show a rating. And here is a rating system that you will like, Dan. Today, I'd like you to give me a rating out of 5 FU Roman chants.
Nice. So I actually rather enjoyed this pay-per-view. So I'm going to give it a 3.5.
3.5 is good. I wonder if it needs a little bit more. No, actually...
Are you going to agree with me again?
I might do, yeah. I'm being clouded slightly by the main event and the Elimination Chamber, but everything before that was totally average.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, I'm going to agree with you again. 3.5 works.
Great.
3 seems fair. No, you know what? Screw it. 3.75.
Oh.
3 3/4.
Add on that 0.25.
How about that? It deserves that extra 0.25 as far as I'm concerned. And that is our show. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed this discussion about Elimination Chamber and wider Road to WrestleMania implications and how Beth Phoenix's face paint was stupid. We'll be back very shortly with a review of Impact Wrestling's No Surrender 2023 event. So we'll see you here for that. Or if not, we'll see you next time on the Main Event Podcast.
Yeah.
I've been Jez.
And I've been the champion, Dan.
We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.